out there. Obviously, people know them by the Rockies, like the baseball team. So there is like a lot of scenery. In 2012, Ree from the um, source Lee, the person Lee says that the Colorado has one of the top best sceneries in the United States. And then they explain the weather conditions there, how they all go through all 4 seasons, and when they actually got to live there for the full year, and they love the scenery there, and then they love the weather there, going through all four seasons, and then they got to stay in a like building where you can see the mountains, and they put like a lot of pictures out there of the sceneries that they had when they were in the mountain, or when they got the view of the mountain. So when I stayed there, heading to soccer practice, I saw a herd of like deer roaming around, and that's like really cool. Here, me and my father like love out watching animals, and like deer is like his main like animal that he loves. So then when I got there and I was going heading to soccer practice, there was this deer just free roaming. They were just hopping the fence through the road and hopping again, and I thought it was pretty cool. I got a video of it. So when I went back after soccer practice, it came back to my head again, and then it came back to me again right now for this beach project, and I decided to go with it. So the wildlife there, there's a lot of free roaming animals, a lot of mustangs, well, wild horses, deers, and then there was also free roaming bisons, and I got to see some, and I didn't think they're gonna be like there's gonna be like people that own them until I seen online that there's actually bisons that roam free, and that's pretty cool. You don't really get to see that often. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess in Colorado, but not for me. And then there it gives you like the American history, like makes you go back in time, and talks to you about like the Indian tribes and like the first Americans coming here, and just bringing back history. Barron's and Homo says about the Colorado parks and wildlife in 2013, and they quote, "The wildlife in Colorado attracts tourism around the globe, and I can see why now. I can see why." And then also my background on it, there's a lot of people that were coming around to watch these specific animals roam free, and there's actually like a tourism tour that you go and like into these parks, and you get to see these animals and the wildlife and the scenery. And that's pretty cool. But in conclusion, from my experience in Colorado, I thought it is a really cool place to visit. I'm figuring that not just me that finds it very interesting, but others as well. Like for example, the Garden of Gods. When I doing my research on it and then being able to experience it, it was pretty cool. And whatever what people put on the comments there, is actually relatable, and it gives you the pop, like it gives you like a feeling if you were there. The weather conditions there is really cool. Sometimes will be snowing, then all of a sudden it's like really hot. It is pretty cool. And then the wildlife there, it's just these animals. There's animals like the bison that I don't get to see often. And just to see them there roaming free and eating on the side of the road, it's just wow. It gives you the historical. And if I had a chance to live there for the rest of my life, I would take it at a heartbeat, no questions asked. And that's all I have. Thank you for your time. Thank you. That's it.
We have questions.
No. That's it.
You should have said questions.